Imagine one day realizing that the life you've been living doesn't actually belong to you. Every decision you made, every sacrifice you endured, every mask you wore, it was all to fit the person others expected you to be. Yet deep inside, there was always a voice, a silent voice, suppressed by responsibilities, the need for approval, and the fear of disappointing others. Then comes a moment. The moment that changes everything. It's as if a curtain is torn, and for the first time you see reality as it truly is. You realize you've spent your life prioritizing others, forgetting yourself. Carl Jung said, "The most beautiful journey is the one that one makes within oneself." But choosing yourself isn't easy. It takes courage to face your fears. Stop trying to please everyone and say no to everything that doesn't reflect your true self. That's when true transformation begins. In psychology, this is called confronting your true self. At this point, a person realizes they can no longer live according to others' expectations. From here, change becomes inevitable. Because a life lived by rejecting yourself eventually decays from within. Let's look at the main stages of this process. Moment when everything changed. Life sometimes shifts quietly in a moment of silent breaking. You look in the mirror and see that you've been living for others, not for yourself. You said yes when you wanted to say no. You suppressed your desires to fit others' expectations. You chose approval over authenticity. And the most important person was forgotten, yourself. Then something happens. You feel as if something inside you tears. You encounter a void you can no longer ignore. That void asks, "What if this time I chose myself?" And that simple, profound question marks the start of transformation. 2. Life changes when you choose yourself. When you decide to prioritize yourself, the world around you reacts. Some look at you with suspicion. Some feel threatened by your newfound confidence. They criticize. You've changed. You've become selfish. But the truth is, you haven't changed. You've returned to who you've always been. The problem is, many people were used to seeing you as someone compliant, always ready to sacrifice yourself for others. Now, when you start saying no, setting boundaries, and following your own path without seeking approval, their balance is disrupted. The good news: those who remain will see you for who you truly are, not for the role you were expected to play. 3. The authority of inner freedom. For years you served others. You tried to be the person they wanted you to be. You thought this was how you'd earn love, respect, and value. The truth is, your true power has never been outside. It's always been within. When you finally choose yourself, something amazing happens. You no longer feel the need to prove anything to anyone. You no longer fear disappointment, judgment, or lack of approval. Jung calls this individuation, becoming the most authentic version of yourself, not the person society demands, not the person your family expects, but the real you that resonates with your soul. The greatest result of this process is freedom. You feel lighter, stronger, and more connected to your true nature. 4. Losing the power of the past. Once you choose yourself, the past loses its power over you. You no longer feel the need to explain who you are. You no longer fear those who cannot understand you. You stop filling your voids with others' approval because you realize one fundamental truth. You are enough as you are, Jung said. Investing in yourself takes courage, and this courage comes when you stop seeking answers outside and start finding them within. For the universe responds, synchronicity. Have you noticed? When you make a decision that truly comes from within, suddenly everything aligns. New people enter your life. Opportunities that seemed impossible appear. Jung called this phenomenon synchronicity. This is not magic. It's the natural result of living in harmony with your true self. But beware, synchronicity doesn't mean everything will be easy. Obstacles will arise. Old fears may resurface. Yet if doors open naturally and the right people appear, it's no coincidence. It's a sign you're on the right path. 6. Learning to be alone and loving it. Settle, and I will live for what truly matters. If these words inspired you, leave a comment and share what choosing yourself means for you. Every story is unique. Every experience can inspire someone else to find their path. Remember, life doesn't start when everything is perfect. Life begins when you choose to be truly yourself.